guys, how's it going? Today it's Friday, October 13th, 2023. Today we're out here in the flat seeding some wheat for cover crop. We're renting the Esch no-till drill, 5612. It's a 12-foot drill and 6-inch spacing. No-till drill, so we just come in and harvested this corn off here this past week on Tuesday. And now we're coming in and getting our cover crop seeded. So with the no-till drill, you don't need to do any type of tillage. It's got these discs here on the front to help break the ground up. And then see it back here, it's got the disc where the seed is down in, and then it's got these closing wheels here, and it does a good job. It's a really nice drill. So we got the wheat here in this big hopper. We had just got done with the milking and feeding calves, and my pap, he's been no-till drilling this afternoon. He had done this piece right here on the hill. We wanted to get some cover crop established there to keep the hill from eroding there. So when you put cover crop out, you're killing two birds with one stone. You're keeping the ground from eroding, and it's just preventing weeds from growing, and you'll also get a nice crop off in the springtime if you got a good harvest window. It can be a struggle sometimes. The weather sometimes don't cooperate, but wheat, you got a wider harvest window compared to rye, so that's why we're putting wheat out. We feed it to our heifers, we mow it and bale it and wrap it in the inline, and we've had good luck with it the past couple years. The heifers really like it and do good on it. Got the 2294 on it. This drill's a lot bigger than our neighbors, and the reason we're using this drill instead of the neighbors is this wheat here was not cleaned, and you can't use the neighbor's drill with wheat that's not cleaned or any type of seed that's not cleaned. So this drill you can, that's why we're using it. Like I said, it does a nice job as far as closing and that, but it's a heavy drill, so you need a big four-wheel drive tractor to pull it. That's why we got the 2294 on it. You just run your wheel along the last row there, and then you can kind of judge it. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be quite as particular planting cover crop as you do planting corn in the springtime. It's a lot nicer planting cover crop than it is corn, because you got a little bit of a wider window to get it out. With corn, you're kind of in a rush to get it out, that way you can get it off in decent time. But with this stuff, it'll grow a little bit here in the fall, but it'll eventually go dormant after it starts getting cold and it freezes. And then next spring, it'll pop back out of the ground, and if we get plenty of moisture, that stuff will grow like crazy. We had just got this tractor back not long ago, so it didn't get too many hours put on it this summer, but it's sure getting the work out now. We had it on the blower the other day, filling silo, and now we got it drilling. We always use the 5140 to no-till drill, but we would always use our neighbor's drill, so you didn't need quite as big of a tractor to run it. It was only 10 foot, and it has 7-inch row spacing, so it's not quite as big and not quite as heavy build as this one here. This one here will actually swing, and it'll spin around, and then you can pull it from the other direction, because it'd be too wide to pull down the road this way. The front wheel there, and there's another wheel there in the back. Those will come down, it'll spin around, and then you put each wheel up on the outside. favorite times of the year. Get to be out in the field working and while enjoying a nice sunset. Sunsets are usually pretty around this time of the year. The wheat we got, that's in our gravity wagon. So what they've been doing today is running it out the skid loader bucket and then dumping it in the drill back there. And Dad brought a scoop out of the tractor. He's out here at the end of the field, so when I get out there, just gotta dump it in. Just got filled up with seed. Got a couple passes, the long passes here to make, and then we got that offset out there, that piece we call a knob. Got that to do yet, and then that'll conclude this field. We'll have everything done here at home. We still will have cover crop to put out, but I'm not sure when that'll get done because they're calling for a rain pretty much all weekend, I believe. So that's why we wanted to at least get this in before things get too wet, and then we can't get it in. Now we'll come through later on whenever we have the rest of the corn off, and we'll empty the manure pit out. This field out here, it'll get some liquid manure. It'll be all right to run over top of where we already planted. We did last year, and it was perfectly fine. It didn't affect it at all, as long as it's not too wet whenever you do it. And it should be all right. If it's too wet, it'll create compaction, but if it's conditions like we have right now, I think it should be all right. As far as the corn goes, we have more acres to take off. We got some more to chop for up the heifers, and then we have all the acres that we shell too. There's still corn standing here at home. It's a piece up on the hill. So after we shell the corn, we'll be making corn fodder. It's looking like maybe we'll have some to shell here 1 to 2 weeks, and then by that time the rest should be ready to chop. So the rest of it will probably be ready around the same time. But it is a good feeling to have the 3 bags filled in the silo. It's a good feeling to have that much of it done. A little later this year than normal, but that's all right. Corn yielded good. It was just a wetter end of summer into the fall there. That's why it took a little while for things to get ready and die off and get to the right moisture to harvest it. I don't know what you guys think, but I think it'd be pretty cool to get a picture here of the tractor in the sunset. Yeah, that sunset, it's pretty lit. Just finishing up here. This field's not perfect, so you got a couple places in the field where you have to finish up there and it comes to a point, but you tend to have that no matter what field you farm, because it ain't always perfect. I got the knob over there done. Like I said, I'm just finishing off here, coming into the point rows. So after I get this done, I'm taking the tractor back in the shed, calling it a day. Doing this stuff's not necessarily fun at night because you can't see your rows too good. I mean, I'm making it work. It's nice having the LEDs, that's for sure. They make a big difference. Need to get some LEDs for in the hood, and then on the fenders here. The ones in the hood are junk. They're old halogens. They don't throw off much light. They draw too many amps. These here back here on the fenders, I'm not sure what the deal is with them. They don't work, so I don't know if it's in the wiring or just need new lights put on, but we'll have to get that figured out. Got plenty of time this winter to do little things like that to the tractors. Okay folks, got her all done. I'm not sure how it'll look, But I know there might be some spots out there at that end that I missed, but it's not a big deal. Like I said earlier in the video, well, I got a fox or something running out in front of me there. Fox or a coyote, one of the two. Let's see what that bad boy got to here. Tend to have a lot of them around. So what you do is you put your tractor in neutral and then you leave it up as far as it goes, and then you got another remote here hooked up. You keep it going around and then it'll go over, and then you gotta get out and latch it, but you raise the other wheels up once it spins around. There we go. Get out and latch it, and we're good to go. It's nice that this thing folds up like this, especially for taking it down the road, but it's nice for the fill grids too. Hey guys, what's up? It's the next day here now. You remember I said they're calling for rain this weekend? Well, we're getting it right now.